The Quest for the Lost Kingdom. In the heart of the dense, ancient forest of Eldoria, a legend whispered through the leaves, carried by the wind, told of a lost kingdom hidden beyond the reach of time. It was said that this kingdom, once ruled by the benevolent King Arion, held treasures and secrets that could change the fate of the world. But after the kingdom mysteriously vanished 1,000 years ago, it became nothing more than a tale to frighten children or to entertain travelers around a campfire. Yet, the legend persisted, intriguing the brave and foolish alike. Among those captivated by the story was a young adventurer named Alara. She was a skilled warrior with a sharp mind, but more than anything, she had an unquenchable thirst for discovery. Born in the small village of Thaler, Alara had grown up hearing the tales of Eldoria's lost kingdom from her grandfather. His stories had kindled a fire in her heart, and now, at the age of 24, she was determined to find it.
Please like the video to reach another person like you who wants to learn English, and subscribe and click on bell icon to do not miss the latest uploaded video notifications.
Alara prepared for her journey with meticulous care. She gathered supplies, maps, and ancient texts, all pointing toward the possible location of the lost kingdom. She knew the journey would be perilous, fraught with unknown dangers, but the call of adventure was too strong to resist. With her sword, Astra, by her side, and a small compass gifted by her grandfather, she set out at dawn, leaving behind the familiar comforts of Thaler. As she ventured deeper into the forest, the trees grew taller and denser, their branches intertwining to form a canopy that blocked out the sun. The air was thick with the scent of moss and damp earth. The path, once clear, began to fade, swallowed by the untamed wilderness. But Alara pressed on, her eyes scanning the surroundings for any sign of the lost kingdom. Days turned into weeks, and the journey became increasingly treacherous. She encountered wild beasts, treacherous ravines, and mysterious voices that seemed to call out from the shadows. But nothing could deter her. Her determination was fueled by the thought of discovering something no one had seen in centuries. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, Alara stumbled upon a forgotten ruin. The stone structure was overgrown with vines, its walls crumbling from the weight of centuries. She felt a thrill of excitement. Could this be part of the lost kingdom? As she explored the ruins, she discovered an ancient script etched into the stone. It was a language she had studied, but only fragments of it remained legible. After hours of deciphering, she uncovered a clue: seek the heart of the forest where the oldest tree stands. There, the gate to Eldoria shall be revealed. Alara's heart raced. She was closer than ever. The heart of the forest could only mean one place: the great tree of Eldoria, said to be the oldest and largest tree in the world. The great tree was a place of legend, believed to be imbued with magical properties. But no one knew its exact location, as it was hidden deep within the forest's most impenetrable regions. Undeterred, Alara continued her journey, her resolve stronger than ever. The forest seemed to grow darker and more foreboding with each step, as if it were aware of her intentions. The trees creaked and groaned, their branches swaying ominously in the wind. But Alara was not alone. She had the guidance of her compass, which seemed to glow faintly whenever she was on the right path. After many more days of travel, Alara finally arrived at the heart of the forest. There, towering above all other trees, stood the great tree of Eldoria. Its trunk was as wide as a small house, and its roots burrowed deep into the earth, as if anchoring the entire forest in place. The tree's bark was a deep, rich brown, and its leaves shimmered with an otherworldly light, even in the dimness of the forest. Alara approached the great tree with reverence. She could feel the ancient magic radiating from it, pulsing like a heartbeat. As she circled the tree, she noticed a hidden passage beneath the roots, just large enough for a person to crawl through. This had to be the entrance to the lost kingdom. Without hesitation, Alara squeezed through the passage, her heart pounding with anticipation. She emerged in a vast underground cavern, illuminated by glowing crystals embedded in the walls. The cavern was filled with the remnants of a once great civilization, ruined buildings, statues, and artifacts that spoke of a grand history lost to time. At the center of the cavern stood a massive stone gate, adorned with intricate carvings and symbols. Alara approached the gate, feeling the weight of her journey culminating in this moment. She reached out and touched the gate, and as she did, the symbols began to glow. The ground trembled, and the gate slowly opened, revealing a passage leading further into the depths of the earth. Alara took a deep breath and stepped through the gate. The passage led her to a grand hall, the walls lined with murals depicting the history of Eldoria. The murals told of a kingdom that had once thrived under the rule of King Arion, who had protected his people with powerful magic. But the kingdom had been betrayed by one of its own, a sorcerer named Malachar, who sought to use the kingdom's magic for his own gain. In the final mural, King Arion, realizing that his kingdom was doomed, had cast a spell to hide Eldoria from the world, sealing it away until a worthy soul could break the enchantment and restore the kingdom to its former glory. As Alara reached the end of the hall, she found herself standing before a throne. On the throne sat a figure clad in armor, his face obscured by a helmet. The figure was motionless, as if frozen in time. Alara approached cautiously, her instincts on high alert.